Hi, my name is Freedom. Today I'm going to show you the missing parts of the SkinGen last time. In previous tutorial, I already demo all the makeup, all the SkinGen tools in the makeup is totally 14. You can see the makeup 1, 2 is a generator, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I start from beginning. The first one is deco. Both the skin and the makeup is this part. Skin and the makeup. In my previous tutorial, I already demo all the makeups. It's totally 14 to 1. So just to compare the skin and the makeup for this one generator, they are the same. The decals, they are the same. Actually, it is repeated. Then the parts, these four are repeated in both sides. So these three are the missing parts. And later I'm going to do the demo tutorial on the missing parts and the specific. Look at the specific, the repeated one last tutorial, the previous tutorial already demo. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 are the missing parts. So totally how many missing parts in the previous tutorial? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally 7. So now I'm going to start from here. The missing part is the part of the skin. So now I click the skin. The parts, these three, the part normal, the first step of the SkinGen always open here. Click, activate the editor. And wait for a while. Okay, once you enter the editor, it automatically will take off all the clothes. So the part normal, just to drag in and let us see. If I only apply on the face, then what can we do? The part normal, you can see. Click here. And actually this is the normal pattern. The opacity, you can remove it. How strong you want the normal to show. This is actually a bump map. And you can change the pattern as well. The texture. This is just for this part, the upper part. And this part is the second part. You can see 2, the second part. This part, 3, can be blurred. You can increase the strength, can create a contrast, but this one you cannot see any effect from here. The expansion, cannot see any effect. The blur, You can blur the normal surface. The fourth part, this one, the fifth part, it's behind here. If I make the normal strength be really strong, then you can see come a big bump. Alright, so now I'm going to delete this and do the next net demo, delete this one, the part normal plus, drag in, apply, and let us see what happened. Just have a click. It's still the same normal, but this time you can add in the color, the opacity. So what are the difference between the normal part and the part normal and the part normal plus? This one, it have extra color that you can change the color. It make everything more obvious. And the bump, still the bump, the normal strength you still can adjust. This is a global setting, means it apply to everything. Then you can adjust every part individually. Like just now, the part 1 is somewhere here. The part 2 is only at here. Then the part 3, part 4, part 5, and so on. Expansion, blur. This is the part 5. Alright, so I'm going to delete this. The next one is the part pattern. See? Now you can see the pattern. If this look like the scale, just have a click. And you can see all the part 1 area, the part 1 pattern. The scale, you can change the scale, the pattern scale, every single pattern, how you want it to look like. By default is 100, and the tau, how many you want it to have. And this is the pattern. You can change the pattern as well. You change this black and white pattern map here. And of course, this is the base color. You can see the normal as well, the base color. So the part 1, part 2 is only at this area, part 3, and so on. You can change it individually. The part 4, part 5, the part 5 range, you can change the range as well. The global setting, you can change the normal strength. Now all you can see the bump, it bump out. The global, the normal setting, you can make it 0, then it only become the patterns like a spray. Adjust the normal strength so that it have the bump. You really can see the effect of the bump. Alright, these 3 missing parts already finished demo. I delete here. Now we check what are the missing parts. For this tutorial, only 7 missing parts from the previous video. So this one is under skin specific. It's under skin specific. And which one is the missing part? The first one, just to drag in. Wow. Just have a click. The opacity, you can change it. The pattern, you can change the pattern as well. The width, the height. The color, if I change this color to become white, what will happen? It will become white. Change it to become red. It is really terrible to see this. The opacity, change the color opacity so that it look normal. This one, the white head, you can change the opacity as well. If you don't need the white head, you just want to have a red dot. The surface normal, this only adjusts the surface normal of the white head. For example, the normal strength, the pattern scale, you can change it. We don't want it to be so big. It can be just very small. Like that, maybe it will look normal. This one can be a big pimple. What else? All this you can just adjust one by one. All the variables, you can discover it one by one. Trial and error, random. You can change the random seed so that it not necessarily be at that position. Alright, that's all. So now I delete this and go to the next. The next is the body hair. Let us check how much the body hair it has. As demo, I only include on the face and don't include the body and the arm as well. The body hair. Click here. We have a look. The color, the opacity. You can see we have two parts. The first one, the scale variation. You are going to create a body hair. This area, the range, maybe you can change it to be just this area. This one is for men, not for ladies. The range. The second one, the pattern. I can change the tile as well. The opacity, the expansion, the hair blur. All the variables, you can just try it one by one. the roughness, the scale, and make it very small. Alright, it is quite interesting, but this one it is a little bit unnatural. You need to make it small, make it scale. Change the scale to and change the tile to make it smaller. So the body hair, I'm going to delete it now. We look at the next missing part. The body hair plus, it should be the similar things. Let us have a look. Wow. So this one, you can include the hair. You have a lot of variables here. It is also same as the body hair, but you have more variables that you can arrange. I change the color, the opacity. So now you have different parts. For these parts, it only influence here. If I change it, become purple. Here you can do a lot of interesting things. Maybe this is not a human, maybe it is alien species. You can create a lot of variation. How about this? Change to green. Which side will be changed? This side here. It's on the top of the head. You can see the orange. Here the hair pattern. The color. Make it become blue. It will become blue hair. This one. The pattern. Material. All the variables you can change it from here. The texture, the strength. You see, it includes more and more. So the next one, I'm going to delete this first. The next one, and also the final one is the nail. Let us check what type of the nail is that. Okay, this is just a normal nail. If I apply it from here, which nail will affected? Let us check. It is not affected yet. So this one, it should not apply on the hair. I delete it. So I apply again. Only make it on the arm and let us see. The nail. Alright. This one. I delete it. Oh, something is wrong. I'm going to close it first and open again. Character Creator 3.31. The nail should only apply on the nail. It's supposed not to apply on the head. Okay, now it's ready. We try the final one, the nail. Okay, so I activate the editor. Alright. So now I want to apply the nail. Should be from here. Click here, SkinGen 2. Specific. The nail. So I don't apply on the body, arm, and leg as well. It will apply on the face. Then click the nail, make it disappear. Then here go to the nail, click it. And let's see. The strength. It doesn't apply here. So now apply in this way. Have to go to the nail first and drag in the nail. And this time, I can go back to the head. Make sure delete this. The correct order is to go to the nail and you apply to the nail, it will appear here. So now let us see. Turn on the auxiliary light. What type of the nail you want it to be. Can you change the color? Yes. I try to change the color to green and see which part will affected. This part. If I change it to blue, okay. The next one, the metallic. If you drag to 1, it will become like metal. Blend, blur. You can see some effect changes. The strength of the lines. And these are just 2 details. If I change this color to green, which part? The center part. You can change the color. Usually it's red. It is up to you. The brightness, the contrast, the saturation. All the variables you can adjust it. The opacity, you can adjust it as well. It is just another layer of the nail. So how about here, the outer layer? You can make the opacity 0. Which layer? Here. You can change the color as well. If this is an alien, then you no need the human color. And the next part. This part should be this. So change to blue. Now it become a little bit colorful. The strength. I can see some changes here. The opacity. So the previous layer is at here. The opacity. It will cover the main color of the nail. Expansion. This one I can't see anything. The strength I can see somewhere here at the border. Alright. So it changed at both sides. They are tally, it changed together. Alright. So all the missing part already finished explain and finished demo. Totally have 7 missing parts compared with the previous video, which are repeated. The repeated parts that I don't explain again. And that's all for today. If you love my video tutorial, if you feel all these video tutorial are very helpful to you, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the mini bell so that when next time I publish a new video tutorial, you will receive the notification immediately. See you in my next video.